Well, in the lead up to getting the diagnosis originally, symptoms wise, I didn't really have many symptoms, and this is one of the things. Apart from a very small sort of needling, stabbing pain almost, just something that didn't feel quite right in my stomach area. But it was lower stomach, and it was something that, like most people do, men especially, brush it off. Passing urine was like passing razor blades. And I thought, right, something has to be done about this. There's got to be something that's not right. So, yeah, went to go and have a chat with the GP. He then decided to refer me to have an ultrasound because he thought it could be kidney stones. Went to go and have the ultrasound. 4 days later, I got a phone call. Stomach was alright, kidneys, there was nothing there, but they had found something in the bladder. So they said, right, come in for a cystoscopy. It had already been hinted at, that's what they were kind of looking for, to see if it was the big C. I could hear him whispering to other people who were by the bed, and then he shouted out through the curtain, asked somebody else to come in just to confirm. All I could hear was, have a look at that. Quiet. He's 24. They took the camera out, I went back to the waiting room. Short while later, called me in and my parents who'd gone with me through to a side room, and at that point we were all told, yes, you do have bladder cancer, but there are things that we can do. We can deal with this. You will be all right. I was all right about it. I'd listened to what was being said and what they were going to do to me and how they could look after me and sort me out. But immediate family, friends started to fall apart a little bit. It hurt. And I could sense that, I could feel that. But that's a natural reaction. They're going to feel like that. They're going to feel upset, scared. It's cancer. It doesn't care. It just itch you whatever age, you know. They had me in just for a day. They got in there, cut it out, and then just lasered it shut almost and patched me up internally. There'd been no long-lasting effects at all. A few days of just uncomfortable toilet trips, but that's to be expected. And thankfully I was still around to experience that. I was listening to the radio and there was talk about the picture tells 1,000 words appeal, and it sort of resonated with me. It was something that I thought, well, this would be something that I might like to get involved in, and I'll do that, no problem. I'd not got the stereotypical look of somebody who'd had cancer, so not lost any hair, didn't look poorly, and explained those reasons about even though I'd had it, I didn't look like it. And I thought coming in from that angle would add just a little bit more of an interest and be something totally different. So the response I got back was, yeah, good idea, and we like that. And it actually wasn't until recently that I actually sent photos in, because so much has happened with me sending off those first couple of messages and having those first conversations with being a lay representative, and then being almost like an advisor, if you will, for being the eyes and ears on the street for people who were going through it or have been through it, and then able to feed experiences back to communications and engagement meetings. So long as people are going to still sadly be diagnosed and suffer, then there's always going to need to be that opportunity to talk, to put ideas out there and to try and help people. You've got a bravado with men, very much so nowadays, and when it comes to something like cancer, or even tumours that aren't necessarily cancerous, but still the whole idea of it frightens them. I genuinely believe they get frightened and do not want to open up. Going through something like the Cancer Alliance or any of the associated bodies, to understand that it's absolutely fine, even just to think about it, even if you know you're going to be alright, have a chat with your GP, go and broach the subject, because we've all got these bits and pieces, we all own them, and one day, if you decide to have that thought or have that conversation, it just might save your life. You never know. Let's talk cancer. There's no reason not to. So You know, let's just have a conversation like people do over coffee, like men do in the pub. You know, they'll talk about football or whatever, but it's something, cancer is something they will not touch upon. And as an organisation, as people working together to help, I think we can push that, and we should, can and will get people talking a bit more and help people as best we can.